What's up guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to get to your tilt sensor, how to test it and replace it if you need to on this video, so stay tuned. Alright, so first you're going to check for voltage at the plug, the tilt sensor itself. Make sure that you're getting voltage there. Check your fuses and then also checking the connection. So you could just even unplug the tilt sensor and plug that back in just to make sure that you've got a good connection. Make sure that's connected properly. Next, checking for any worn wires along the wiring harness. If you have any bare or worn wires along the wiring harness, then you're going to have to repair those. Alright, on your A-body style ATV, your tilt sensor is back up here under the tail light. It's this little guy right here. And on the Altera models, right up here under the seat, under the front end. I don't know if you can see it very well. Behind this plug, you'll get to the tilt sensor there. So that is where the tilt sensor is on the Alteras. And you can just leave one side on, just undo one side. When you test it, just rotating it 60 degrees either way. I'm just going to pull this out so I can show you guys. This is your tilt sensor here. Got your black wire, blue wire, and orange wire. We're going to connect our test leads to the black and the orange. You're going to connect the red lead to the blue-brown wire, and then the black lead you're going to connect to that pink-black wire on there. And then turn your ignition switch on and make sure we got battery voltage. Alright, then to test the output voltage on your tilt sensor, you're going to connect that red tester lead to the blue-brown wire and keep that black tester lead on the pink-black wire. Then you're going to turn your ignition switch on and observe the meter, and your multimeter should be reading 0.3 to 2.9 volts there. Then you can just tilt that sensor about 60 degrees to the left or right. After about a second, you should be getting that reading of 3 to 8 volts on the multimeter, and then you'll know that your tilt sensor is good. So if you're not getting the correct voltage in that reading range of 3 to 8 volts when it's tilted, and 0.3 to 2.9 when it's in the regular straight up and down position, then your tilt sensor is probably defective and you'll have to replace it. So you can pull this plug out here. This will be checking your plug connections, and you can just replug that in, make sure you got a good connection. On all these electrical plugs, I would go through and dielectric grease them all, like I did in this video, just to make sure you've got no moisture getting in there, so you have the best connection you can get. And check out that video and how to do that. Alright, then once you've tested it, and you have voltage back here, or if you need to replace it, then you can just put this all back together. Put your new one in, plug it in. And a cool thing, you can actually take the tilt sensor apart. If you don't hear that little, there's like a little weight in there moving back and forth. If that's like lodged in there or something, you can take it apart. It's a little tricky to do. You can check to see if that little weight is lodged or obstructed, and then if it's just defective altogether and just broken, then you can just replace the whole assembly and get you back going again. Then just when you replace your tilt sensor, just make sure you've got that little up arrow pointing up, obviously. It may help to get this taillight plug out of the way so you can get in there. That is how to test your tilt sensor on your ATV. Hope this video helped you out with some tips in this. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.